Hi guys, it is I think it's day 12. Don't quote me on that because I could be totally wrong. And today, it's another fish dish. Today we're having Thai style salmon fish cakes. And I have got some potatoes boiling because you really didn't want to stand there and watch me boil it, peeling potatoes. I've got spring onions. I have got chilies. I have got salmon, obviously. I have got I've got lemongrass, I've got coriander, I've got some sweet chili sauce and a lime. Now, I found it. Look over here, you'll see I'm over here. Woohoo! I'm cold, I've got a jumper on today, I'm cold. Right. I've got a masher from potatoes, lemongrass. So, do you remember I said the other day that the only thing I wouldn't actually cook in the microwave? Well, I do. But the only thing I will actually do in the microwave is something like this, like a salmon, which isn't actually wrecked by putting it in the microwave, unless you actually overcook it. But in this recipe, you can undercook it slightly, and I'm one of these people that actually likes their salmon quite underdone. I do like that little bit in the middle. I don't like it steaky. You never gets that funny peachy colour. No, I like it juicy and moist, but that's just me. And we all know I'm a bit weird. Weird and wonderful. That's me. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to poach my salmon in the microwave. And I'm going to do that with half a teaspoon of, I think, is it 1 sin per tablespoon? So I've got half a tablespoon on each salmon fillet. You don't have to use that. A lot of it will depend on how sort of sweety, spicy you like it. Then I'm going to scoop the last of that out. And then with a tiny bit of water, this is warm because it boiled not so long ago because I had a cup of coffee. Little tiny bit of water, don't need too much. Because you're poaching it, you're not boiling it. And then I do have non-PVC cling film that I put in the microwave. Because it doesn't have any of those harmful what's it's in. Sort of know what I'm talking about, but I also talk a load of bollocks. There you go, how about that? Okay, so the only thing with this is it just sticks, and you can't unstick it. Right, so. And it's very stretchy. I don't know if PVC makes it less stretchy or more stretchy, but it is enough stretchy. Right, so I'm going to pull that fairly tight, and then, why do I do that? Pull it tight and poke a hole in. Right. So that's going to the microwave. Potatoes are boiling. I'm going to take it down to medium and pop it on for 2 minutes. Medium, it's not going to overcook. I'm looking for the little doobie-doo, little sistery grater. That way I don't need to. I don't know if anybody else, I can move that out the way now, I don't need that. I am very funny, you know, I always wash my skin fruit in washing up liquid and then hot water. I don't know if anybody else does, or if that's just me, but I just like to know, especially if I'm going to use the skin, I like to make sure it's as clean. And then the good thing is, your potato scrubber, just scrub it all over. That gets rid of all the soap. Also make sure that it's clean. But that just might be me. I don't know. There. Give it a dry. Just check for your salmon. Yep, that's coming on nicely. Oh, turn it back on, please. Right, so now we're just turn the potatoes down. Because remember what I said the other day? Bring your potatoes to the boil and then turn them down so they're not at the rolling boil, they're just at a gentle boil. Right, so I have got, I'll do 3 spring onions. I may not use them all because I'm not using as much potato as I normally do because there's only me here. I take off the outer one, the one that's a bit crepey. Again, this is a recipe that will actually get rid of your spring onions, although with this one, because it's not actually being cooked really, and it will be on show inside the fish cake, it really does need to be the nicer parts of the spring onion. And is anybody cold? My cat's cold. She hasn't moved off the bed yet. She doesn't when it's cold weather. She doesn't move off the bed. You don't see her. She comes down for food and that's it. Right, so I'm going to chop my spring onions. I don't like it too finely chopped. I like to be able to bite something. Just call me vampire. Alright. There we go. So does anybody else call I know in America they're called green onions. Are these called green onions in America? Up north we call them scallions. And when you're posh down south, we call them spring onions. When I first came down here to work, I had no idea what they were talking about. I used to think they only grew in the spring. So I'm going to take off the outer layer of the lemon. This is lemongrass. 1 should be enough, but I can judge that when it's all mixed in. So let me just get a little plate. Let's take the bottom end of that and the top end of that. Now what I do, I don't know if it's right or wrong, I like to bash it before I chop it because I think it releases the flavours, but it also stops the fibres being so tough. Again, that just might be me. And then just this I chop finely, and then I'll go over this with I'll actually move those spring onions out of the way, and then I'll chop that the way I do with the garlic. And I will put a clove of garlic in as well. You don't have to. I like it. I spoke the other day about me liking garlic, didn't we? All the single ladies. Do you remember that one? My Fair Lady. I could have danced all night. Could have danced all night. Oh, where's my spring onions? Scallions, green onions. Right, so they're in a bowl. Put those over here. My potatoes are nicely bobbing away. Then I'm just going to do this a bit finer so that it's, because I actually find this quite fibrous. So as fine as I can get this, I like it, because then I'm not eating my very nice fish cake and they go on a woody piece of lemongrass. But I love the smell of lemongrass. Oh, it's so nice. The minute you put lemongrass in anything, I think you're in Thailand, aren't you? And then just change the name of your ginger to galangal and we really are there. Right, so I'm going to pop this in with the spring onion. And then, to garlic or not to garlic? That is the question. Oh, shall we garlic? Let's garlic. A nice big clove. Now, I don't know about you, but this is how I do my garlic. Flat of the knife. And then you just take the skin off. All this pouncing around with shaking it in a tub, and I've never got that to work, to be honest with you. I've done that. I've never gone. Whack it with the back of the knife, and then get this finely chopped. Now I'll take this as fine as I can, because again, I'm not cooking it as such. It will be going into a cooked thing and then in many ways just reheated. So it will still be quite strong. So we need it as fine as we can get it, so that the very short cooking time it actually has will cook it through. Look at me, I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Look at you, Fanny Craddock. Katie Craddock. Change my name to Katie Craddock. How about that? If you wanted to paste this, you can garlic paste it. Just put some salt on it. And then you just smush it with your knife. And the salt grinds it even smaller. That's your choice entirely what you do. But if you the more you do smush it round, you'll get a more pasty effect. But I do actually want a bit of bite on it. So you see how it's gone a bit mushy. That's what happens when you put salt on. And you smush it. If you smush it, it goes like that. Right. Okay, so I'm going to wipe that board down. Yep, wipe the board down. And then I've just got to chop the chilies. I do have a scrubber, but because I'm just going to carry on chopping vegetables, I'm not going to use it. Right. Let's dry it off so it's not too wet. So next is chilies and the coriander, because that's great. Oh, and my lime. Look, I forgot my lime. Right, so I'm going to zest a bit of the lime. It's all clean, as you saw me clean it. There you go. Don't have to put the lime zest in. I like it. I like things. Right. So I won't need that again. That will go in the sink. I will, however, need the lime. Move that back out the way. Chili time! Now, I'm going to use a red one. One or two. I'm going to use a red one because everything else is green. We've got the thing, and the thing. Right, so this is how I do my chilies. I like to and then if I cut down the top and then if you roll it, so I don't like the seeds. It's not for a heat thing, it's a texture thing. I don't like getting caught in my, see, and that's it. So if you roll it, that loosens the seeds inside. Cut round the thing, and if you've done it right, oh, that went right in my throat. Out you come, Cedric. Oh, I haven't seen Cedric for a while. I'm getting very worried about him. If anybody knows Cedric, tell him to come home. I miss him. Cedric, by the way, is our tame house spider. I say that he's not tame. I think he's not a pet, but he does live in the house. And this spider, let me tell you, this spider is so big, even the cat refuses to take him on. She just sits and looks at him and goes, I think not. I think not. First time she saw him, she did go after him, and then he actually stood still and chased her. It was the funniest thing because she had no idea what was going on. It was like, no, you, but now she won't And he can just walk right past her and she won't bother. Because she's not stupid. And if she's not going to bother, I'm not going to bother. So Cedric comes and goes as he wants. Right, so I'm going to chop my chilli. I will be testing my potatoes in a minute. Chili you can chop as fine or as big as you want. It's up to you. I mean, if you're a heat monster, leave it in big chunks. If you're not a heat monster, take it as fine as you want to. I'm not a heat monster. As the lady in Staines at the Thai stall, the Thai food stall, she can attest to that. Because I have her papaya salad. Oh my gosh, it's divine. Divine, her papaya salad. She asks, how spicy you want it? And I go, no spicy. And she goes, you not like spice? I go, yeah, no, I like flavour, not spice. So basically she thinks I'm a wimp because I have half a chilli in this. I forgot one day, she didn't ask me, it was somebody new, and the new person didn't ask me. So because I wasn't asked, I didn't say not very spicy. Oh my Lord. Thought my head was going to blow off. Let me tell you, it took me 3 days to eat this papaya salad. 3 days. So if you ever want an experience, go to the Thai stall when they're back on and ask them if you can have a... Now, my friend at the gym, let me tell you, my friend, I had some papaya salad cake. I went, oh, did you like it? She went, I couldn't eat it. It was too hard. It was too hot. I went, what do you mean it was too hot? Did she not ask you? Oh, I didn't give her a chance. I said one papaya salad, and because you don't like it spicy, I said, oh, make it extra spicy. I looked at her and I went, you did what? Extra spicy? Oh my God. Yeah, that's what she said. Oh my God, why did I do that? I went, oh. So that was funny. And she said it nearly took her a week, but she thought she was actually going to die. But I like lots of coriander, so I'm not known as the coriander queen for nothing. Oh, the coriander queen, the purple queen. Right. I think stick coriander in anything and you're already in the East. In the Orient. You're already in the Orient if you put the coriander in things. Just going to roughly chop that. Right, so that is basically all the ingredients ready. And if you put your potatoes on before you start, like I did just there, it's all ready for when you finish. Because those potatoes are just about, let me test them. Yeah, potatoes are done. So they've cooked in the time I've been talking to you. So let me move that out of the way. I don't really need that now. Get rid of that. That can go over in the rubbish pile. There's all my chopped things because they can all go in together. Right. And what I have discovered doing my fish cakes is I couldn't figure out. I'm in my cupboard looking for my colander. Oh, there it is. It's already out. See, I get organised then forget I'm organised. What I have discovered doing this is that I couldn't, you know when you're doing things and you do the same things all the time. There's the potato. going mushy. I mean, the fish was going mushy, whether I was making it with salmon or tuna. Oh, a top tip of the day is, if you're mashing potatoes, never ever put your butter in the boiled potato. That's, you know, if you ever go, your potatoes are light blue, that's why. I don't know what happens, but here they're lovely and fluffy. So that's the tip, is don't add the butter or whatever you're using to egg. Don't do that when you pop them to mash. Right. And I make some of the lumpiest, is that a word? If it's not, it should be. Smoothest. That's probably there are no lumps in my mash. And it's not like glue either. So, that's that. So the tip was, let me just check my fish, was don't add, that's fine. And I'm going to take this water out. Right, don't add the fish until you've added everything else. That's my top tip. And because if you're stirring, you might have lovely flakes of tuna or salmon or whatever else you're using, but it will go to mush. So stir everything in first, and then you can very gently add the fish without breaking it up too much. And look how colourful that is. I could have even done more potato. It's going to be quite herby. Now I'm going to cook these in the air fryer. Right, pop that in. Now somewhere I have if you notice, all my knives are coloured. I do like coloured knives. Right. I'm going to put the juice of half a lemon in. Light lemon, it's a lime. Don't know the difference. I'm going to do Jamie Oliver style so you can catch the seeds. Right. Ooh! Right. So I'm going to put my air fryer on, and then you'll see the results. Well, I say I'm going to put them in the air fryer. If they're a bit soft, I'll put them in the oven. Right, so that's done. I'm going to put some seasoning in it. Definitely need salt and pepper. Well, just salt. Ooh, spicy! Oh, that's nice. Maybe a bit more lime juice, actually. Definitely a bit more lime juice. And it's one of those things, taste it as you go along. You might not like it with as much lime. Right, so this is where you can put the salmon in. And I'm going to change, and it's still got, most of it's come off, came off in the water. So you just flake it. and pop it in. I'm going to put it all in together because if I do it in bits, then some of the salmon will actually go to mush, and I do want to. It is lovely, the salmon. Oh, it was perfectly cooked. So that was 2 minutes on medium, and then you've seen it stand. So the longest part of this recipe was actually the cooking of the potatoes. Everything else you've seen, I've done, I've chopped, I've mixed, I've done in front of you. So let's just give this a quick that's that. See? Salmon's mixed in. And now I'm going to let it cool. Let me just taste it because it's a bit warm to actually make into the fish cakes. So I'll just let that cool a bit. And I'll just have a little taste. Check the seasoning. Oh. Let me tell you, I actually wouldn't mind just sitting down to that. Just now. That is really good. So I'm going to let that stand for half an hour-ish. So it can cool. And then I can form it into fish cakeys or balls or whatever you want to do. But I'll come back and show you later. Okay? So I'll see you in a bit. Right, back. It's cool now. Just gonna. Oh, I've decided to. Simply put it in the oven because it's a soft mixture. And the air fryer, I would have to scoop it up, and I don't want them to break. So I'm just going to spray some spoil with some garlic to stop them sticking. In the olden days, you would breadcrumb these, you'd egg and flour, egg and breadcrumb them, and then pop them in the oven. But that is not the swimming old way. So, just get a spoon, like a heaped tablespoon. You can make these into little tiny ones, little cocktail size ones if you wanted to. And there it is, nice and round. Don't make them too thin, because you do want to have a chew of them. So I would estimate this would make maybe 4, maybe 6. It was 2 salmon fillets, so the 2 salmon fillets would normally feed 2 people, wouldn't it? Unless you're in my house. And 2 salmon, I'll get the tail end off each one, and somebody else will have the 2. So that's 2. So you can see it's like a heaped tablespoon, but you could, as I say, make them smaller, make them cocktail size. I would serve 2 of these but I'm one of these funny people that I would not serve this with extra potato or rice. For me, it would go in a salad. I don't know if anybody else does that. So that's 4. It will make 6. It will definitely make 6. So I have 2 salmon fillets. I'm now feeding 6 people. Well, 6 people if I want to, if you wanted to have 1 each. If you're a family of 4 little kids, it's 2 adults and, 2 children. So you can feed 4 with 6 fish cakes. So I made 6. Oh, it might even be 7. But I think I've been a little less generous with the last 2. So this one will be what we call up north the cook's tester, which is basically mine. It's going to go in my gob. So you'd probably get about, if each one made 2 and a bit, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. you'd get 15 little mini cocktail ones out of 2 salmon fillets. And a pound of potatoes is probably what I put in. So I've got 2, 4, 6. I've got 7 fish cakes. And I will also spray the top so that it might get a bit of colour. But they won't take long. They will not, because it's already cooked. So you're just heating them up basically. If you were going to freeze them, I would freeze them now. And I would freeze them individually because they're soft. If you put them on top of one another, even if you actually put something in between, they're going to squish. So I would, if you've got the room, freeze them individually, then wrap them, and then freeze them as a whole thing. So that's it, guys. Essentially, I'm going to put them in the oven to heat up, and that's it. So I'll come back again in a minute, and you can see what they look like. Well, a minute to you, might be 15 to me, and we'll do it then. So 2 salmon fillets, handful of coriander, 2 chilies, 1 lemongrass, 3 spring onions, but not whole ones because I chopped the tops and the ends off. Juice of a lemon, a zest of a lemon, not a lemon, I'm a lemon, it's a lime. And it's minimal because it's dipping sauce. Is that one tablespoon? 1 sin for a tablespoon, or half a sin for a tablespoon? If it's half a sin for a tablespoon, I used 2 tablespoons, didn't I? No? Yes. So that is 1 sin. 1 sin for 7. So minimal unless you decide to actually eat the whole 7. So that's it. And I will see you later. Bye, guys. Okay, guys, we're back. I'm just about to take them out of the oven. Oh. Look at these bad boys. See? There you go. Thai style fish cake. We're going to go plate. Hot. Hot, hot, hot. Remember they're hot. I've only gone and put the knife through the foil, haven't I? Okay, let's try from this end. There you go. There. Right. So, now we need I'll let them cool. Need a fork. If you wanted to, you could drizzle some chili, dipping sauce over. But there it is. See all the pinky. Ooh. Oh, they're good. They are good. You see the salmon? Lots of salmon. If you put the salmon in last and it stays. If you put it in with everything else all first, you'll end up not be able to see it. And that I learned. Okay, so that was it. Thai style salmon fish cakes. See you soon, guys. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.